Hey, I'm Haley.
And I'm John.
And we just bought this 115-year-old barn in northern Michigan that we're converting into our home.
Follow along. The barn was originally on a huge farm. The original farmhouse is right next door to us. And the parcel that we bought is on 4 acres and just a barn. Now the barn was started as a whole project to turn the barn into a house by Haley's aunt's boyfriend. So he runs a timber mill and he's an architect, and this is kind of a passion project for him. The barn already had a lot of the infrastructure already done in terms of straightening it out, straightening the walls, reinforcing all of the structural supports for everything. And then Jim also did a huge, beautiful loft out of timbers. He did the majority of the work himself with the help of another contractor. And he started doing all of this cladding and insulation behind the cladding for the whole interior. So the whole main floor was done. And then when we purchased it, we hit the ground running and started going up. So as you'll see, as we're working, we're putting insulation on the walls because you can literally see outside through the original barn walls. And so we put insulation down, and then we put the cladding of 8-inch pine boards on top of that. And each one is custom scribe fit to fit the original logs that make up the whole entire structure of the barn. It's not easy. We're working at least 15 feet tall the entire time we're doing it, and it's scary as heck. Luckily, the contractor that Jim was working on this project with, Riz, as you'll see in all the footage, he's a little bit camera shy. He was super excited to get the project going again. They halted the project about 1.5 years ago, and Riz signed back on to help us finish this and turn it into our home. All right, so we're up here on the pick. We're finishing this whole section here. Moving over to this triangle in that back corner. That'll bring us up to this next section that's not done. So we're gonna raise the scaffolding another 5 feet and the whole pick, so we'll come up and we can work on this section. That window is gonna stay as is for now. Eventually we're gonna do a big circle in there. This whole section, the windows that we had supplied to us don't fit. They would go into here a little bit too tall, so we're gonna either replace them with something similar or do something a little funky. And yeah, rocking and rolling. Got all these scribed in really nice and all fit. It takes forever, but it's worth it. And that'll do it. Through the last month, Riz has been teaching us how to insulate and clad the interior of the entire barn. Our goal is to have it all sealed in with insulation and cladding by September-ish area, definitely before winter, because apparently it gets pretty cold in Michigan in the winter. Who'd have thunk it? So we have a lot of work to do. As you'll see through all these time lapses and me shoving a GoPro in my face, we're working off of scaffolding and a big pick bridge between 2 pieces of scaffolding. A lot of times one's on the loft, one's on the main floor. We're just going through board by board, scribing, cutting with a jigsaw on our lap on the scaffolding, and then putting them back up, fitting them, and nailing them in.
So originally we came here thinking we were gonna be only around for about 4 days, and that turned into 4 weeks because of the pandemic, which allowed us to get a lot of stuff done and a better understanding of what we're in for, because this is going to be no small feat.
We'll be trying to release videos about every 2 weeks, depending on the amount of progress that we're making. Again, since every single board in this part of the process is custom scribed, you'll see it's a lot of footprint to cover and it's a lot of tedious work. So this first video is the first month of progress, and the next couple of videos will be every 2 weeks. Subscribe to the channel for weekly or bi-weekly updates, and you can also follow us along daily on Instagram
At Elm Valley Barn.
We do daily updates, photos, videos, stories, all that kind of stuff, so you can see how we're doing everything that we're doing. Thanks for watching.